could it possibly be? That's right. It's a surprise stream. It is still getting ready though, so patience please. The time is almost upon us. Let us have a look. Greetings. Thank you so much, Kate. Right. The game that I'm going to play today is... I don't know yet how to feel about it. Because, on paper, it should be really nice. But I don't know if it's gonna hold up. And I don't think right now, at this very moment, that I would be willing to pay money for the full game. This is before I have even started it yet. It's a bit of a controversial game because it is from supposedly the studio that made Disco Elysium. That's right. We are talking about Zero Parade for Dead Spies. I don't really want to buy it yet, but at the same time, I am willing to give this game an honest chance. Maybe it will be good, maybe it will not be good. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. With that out of the way, let me just mute down the music. And let's get ready for the game itself. How is everyone's day? How are you doing? Is this working? No, it's not working yet because I have it closed. Open selector. And there we go. There it is. The game. Photosensitivity warning. Sure thing. Initial settings. Resolution seems fine. Windowed full screen. I feel like I could go with full screen proper. So let's see. Yeah, full screen. I don't know exactly what is the difference between windowed full screen and full screen. Let's see. Both of those allow my mouse to escape without being captured, so I don't know, I guess I'll keep full screen on. Let's turn off the VSync and sharing analytics data. Hold on, I had to minimize it for a moment. And I don't know if it's running anymore. Oh, okay, it is. Okay, but hold on. Why is this here now? I don't want this window to be here. Let's try it over here. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to... Oh, for frick's sake. Okay, just a moment longer. Can I close this? There we go. I will need to sort out a little technical difficulty. Had a small issue with hardware. Now it should be working proper. Okay, so this is what a window with full screen looks like, I think. Is the... No, the game is not captured. Okay, Zero Parade for Dead Spies, here we go. Okay, let's just check the settings one more time to be sure. Outline color, VSync, outline thickness, text speed, controls. Okay. I assume that all that will be explained. I don't feel like sharing my analytics. Also, okay, let's go with yes. And let's start a new game. Custom character not available in demo. So I suppose our character archetypes are these three. These are interesting shapes. Excellent physical conditioning and applied violence. Emotions thwart you. In other words, strong and uncaring, I guess. And middle of the pattern noticer. What a word. An engineer of the human soul, spiritually vast, mentally undeveloped. Okay, so we have someone who has medium amount of strength, but is dumb and very emotionally developed. Meanwhile, analytical is your cognitive powers make up for your frail body, a big brain in a glass jar. Easily bruised, would meet again, a human calculator. Let's go with this. I usually go with smart type characters in these sorts of games, so why not? Raise an action skill to train your body and its impulses. We have coordination, doppelgang, instinct, sensors, and shadow play. See, this is probably my favorite part about all these Disco Elysium-like games. The skills system. I clicked outside by accident, it doesn't lock my mouse. Anyway, coordination, modifiers, status modifiers, clothing modifiers, okay, I don't need to read that. Different parts of your body acting in concert, agile and fluid movement. Doppelgang, when you must do more than a single you could summon your internal strength. I like that. I would expect from something like Doppelgang an imitation type of ability. Instincts. The uncontrolled aspects of your physicality unleash raw impulses. Sensors. Your perception of the phenomenal world. Receive reports from your senses. And shadow play. For any action you'd rather go undetected. Advanced covert spy techniques. I like the sound of that. I'm gonna raise that skill. Is this doing anything? I need to hold it. Okay. Next up, Faculty of Relation. Raise a relation skill to better understand people. We have blueprints. Your understanding of the city and how people use it. Decipher the surroundings to your advantage. Okay, this is gonna be my first nitpick. This scrolling here is kind of pointless. Unless there is gonna be another skill with a way longer description, which I hope there won't be. This should just stretch out a bit higher and make more space for the extra word. Or they could find a synonym for a shorter word, as I do whenever I write games. I got distracted. What does this mean? Your understanding of the city and how people use it. Decipher the surroundings to your advantage. Cold read. Read the room and act before anyone else. See telltale signs in body language. I like the sound of that. It's a start. Nerve. Stay on target. Keep calm under pressure. Hide your feelings from the world. Personalism. Understand what motivates people, including yourself. See the person underneath. I like the sound of that as well. Finally, we have statehood. Social force embodied in presence and coercion. Command and intimidate others. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Personalism and cold read are the two that are drawing me the most. Read the room and act before anyone else. See telltale signs in body language. Understand what motivates people. I think I'm gonna go with cold read. Just because I think for the demo it's gonna be more interesting. Also, I have to commend them on the art of the skills, because that is something different from before. It's not trying to be Disco 2, at least in this regard of the artworks like Entanglement and so on, but it's stylish. I could imagine seeing more of that made by fans already. Nice style. That's all I have to say. Raise an intellect skill to hone your modes of thinking. Let's see, entanglement. Spooky action across this plane and beyond. Gain insight from elsewhere. I kind of like the sound of that. Gray matter. Deductive reasoning. The rational side of your mind. Find the order in everything. That is also pretty good. Poetics, I already don't feel like it. Your ability to see and express what others can't. Engage your creative engine. Yeah, in a long-term game I could see myself picking this, but yeah, no. Records, the totality of facts and memories around about the world. Understand the present through the past. No. Technoflex. Make systems and machines bend to your will. Apply your technical expertise. Okay, I don't feel like any of those last three draw me that much. Detective reasoning and spooky action across this plane. You know what? Screw it. Let's go with entanglement because this is a demo. Okay. Begin. Now let's see what this is gonna be about. Beginning of the war will be secret. Jenny Holzer.
I once saw a spy.
Uh-huh. Pseudopod.
She was brilliant, erratic, cursed, an anti-personnel mine in human form.
Really? Tell me about her.
Her friends called her Herschel, but for her controllers, she was Cascade.
Mm-hmm.
Your name and your cryptonym. A dead limb twitches.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be about me. Your name and your cryptonym, Herschel and Cascade. Dead limb twitches. Was she good at her job at least?
She made the cardinal error of her kind. She mistook her assets for friends. In the end, the contradictions caught up with her.
Got the she stuff, that's me.
It is, and was. Portofino 91, the whole sick crew, a disaster untold, the black page in the official records.
My anxiety goes up. That's not a good sign.
The memory hums, an exposed wire.
No sense in rehashing the past.
None at all. Yet here we are, standing over the smashed and leaking world.
The world. How did it get that way?
Some fool dropped it. One of ours, probably.
What about Cascade? What happened after 91?
She was recalled. They put her in the freezer. Forever, most thought.
They were wrong.
Even in those dark days, there were whispers among the lower sub-levels, where they keep the true believers. Don't count Cascade out. 5 years passed. A little more of the world leaked out of itself. Cascade's controllers ordered her back to Portofino.
They couldn't keep me down. I was too cool to keep up the spy scene.
It wasn't the scene. It was me.
You.
There's a new assignment, Cascade. I was supposed to give you the brief.
I'm here, where are you?
Right here, in an armchair in a safe house above a 24-hour photo shop in the city-state of Portofino.
I do like the sound of Portofino. Who'd you say you were?
No one special. Just an arm-like sac of cytoplasm, a special move unique to single-cell organisms.
Yeah, sure.
But before that, I was like you, a spy for the People's Republics. One of the varieties of mankind.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dangerous place, Cascade. I should never have come.
Why? What happened to you?
I got caught with my pants down.
Oh no.
On the plus side, I no longer have to worry about independent thought or movement.
Mm-hmm.
This was the human game, and he played it poorly. Time to give up his sea.
Hold on, how are we talking right now?
We're not. This is all you. Conversing with your own mental projections, reconciling the dissonance inherent to your role, like you were trained to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of the neat tricks you've learned to keep yourself alive in theater. There are many others still to come.
Oh, would we have been friends?
Who knows? Given the chance, we might have shook the stars from their sockets. Maybe next time.
No, we're just getting started. We can pull it back.
Too late, Operant. I'm smashed and leaking. Whatever happens has already happened.
So we are starting at the end of the story. Probably. Well, dang. It's looking very disco-like, I have to say. Let's have a looky. It was like this when it came in. Yeah, that's the pseudopod. Nearly identical sets of shirts and trousers ironed and folded. The toilet seat is up. Dishes recently washed. Something is rooting through the bin in the alley below. What the heck is that? Little TV? Curious. I think that's all. Bathroom door, pseudopod trousers. Can I interact with it in any way? I guess not. Right, can I like do anything else with this? This is the door you came in from. Room door, bathroom door. Okay, so my task is to escape, right? I just need to go down there then.
Splayed on the chair before you is a man, approximately mid-30s. His chest rises and falls in steady rhythm as he stares beyond you, unblinking. Alive, yet not alive.
Every spy for the Operant Bureau is assigned a partner, their double. This man was meant to be yours.
A pair of headphones have slipped partway off his head, connected to a stereo system beside him.
Hello, pseudopod?
No response. His eyes are still fixed glassily on the ceiling.
Hey, why aren't you talking anymore? He's been like this since you walked in. Anything to the contrary should be marked down as a grip on reality type problem. Let's look at the ceiling.
Cream paint, peeling slightly. A small room in a city past its prime. Nothing to suggest why the man is so interested in it.
Let's touch his arm.
You get no response, no flinch, no twitch.
Different writing, but okay. Film is monochrome and silent. The only soundtrack is the low hum of the projector as the celluloid rushes from its spool. Very creative. Just out of frame, the orchestra of his soul awaits command.
As you stare down at him, the man begins to draw.
Fresh draw gathers at the edge of his mouth. Look in his eyes. The green of long corroded copper. There is charged empty space behind them, like a room that someone has left for the last time. As for the face around the eyes, his jaw hangs slack, his eyes askew. The lopsided headphones accentuate the large bald spot atop his crown.
Horn-rimmed glasses, impeccably dialectical, more commonly found on book sleeve portraits of men decades his senior.
Reassuring pat.
The man seems no more or less assured than before.
So these clothes.
Stiff collared shirt, a snug brown jacket, and nothing below the waist but a pair of red briefs.
Wide spindles of leg hit your vision like a pair of flashbangs. That's a bit of an exaggeration. Mayday, visual lost, visual lost. I wonder what would have happened if I failed that. Also, I don't know yet what kind of rolling is this. Anyway, maybe this is how a man reclines these
And
days.
to think, your superiors expected you both to share this enclosed space with tendencies like this.
As your eyes reach his feet, you notice that the man is also wearing 3 layers of socks, each slightly shorter than the one beneath it. For some reason, this detail strikes you as very sad. Maybe he overheated and had to lose the trousers to compensate. Heat coma, once possible but very unlikely cause of his current condition. Let's check the area around
No
him.
smell of alcohol, nor any open containers. No drug paraphernalia either. Just a loose cord trailing to the stereo system. Like a cosmonaut's safety tether.
Check his vitals. He was moving. He is still moving.
Your fingers detect a low, steady hum where jaw meets neck. Elevated, but not critical. When in theatre, an operant must always prepare to be assassinated. Of course, it is better not to be killed.
But he's not dead yet.
Then the body is disobedient and must be brought to order.
Yeah, okay, this one is trying too hard to be Half-Life.
The man's eyes glisten. Bright red veins blossom around their edges.
Well, no, I guess now I am anxious. First impression, I can't work with this.
There may be little opportunity for a second, based on the current visual. However he ended up like this, the result is the same. Operant down.
For as long as he lies here, that dreaming is a strange dead, dreaming in a strange city, you are the final friend he has. The assignment brief, man, you've got to have it.
Not even a flicker of a response. The people's spy cannot be caught shirking. Time to escalate.
Oh boy. 41% chance. Not searching for clues, I think. Yeah. False present by order of the party. Patted his head. Clearly non-responsive. Cannot exert anxiety elevated. Okay. Let's search for clues.
Clipped to the inside flap of his jacket, you find a laminated badge, emblazoned with the crest of the Import-Export Bureau of the People's Republic of Kohila.
Hmm.
The name reads Esteman T. Below that, a title, Imports Lead. Sock Merchant, one of the opera's most battle-tested covers.
That explains the 3 pairs of socks. Wearing the wares for ease of display, an operant committed to his role. Socks extremely soft core? Reliable core. So operants are encouraged to submit new proposals for in-theater practices, if so inclined. Whoa, hold up. Lead?
That's what the badge says. This is only a cover, but such phantoms often mimic the operant bureau's actual hierarchies.
I suppose I did freak it in the official parlance. No, in the official parlance you redacted, then you redacted, but not before redacted and redacted. Anything else in his pockets? 3 other things of note. A slip of paper, a business card, and a rock-hard piece of candy. Business card. The card is cheap and cheap and scuffed. It reads, all you need is miracle, above a cartoonish image of disembodied lips at a phone receiver. Huh.
Notably absent is an actual phone number.
Turn the card over. On the other inside, there's an indecipherable scribble. Whatever's written seems to begin with a D.
Into your pocket it goes.
Slip of paper. It's a purchase order from 10 Socks. Made out of Carmona, Pessoa, fashions and garments. Bootleg Bazaar. Bootleg Bazaar. No coordinates found. Some kind of marketplace, but not one you've ever been to. This must be assignment adjacent. Is a good place to start. Also, you're only one currently. Here the commissioned double has been making contacts using his cover. What it says about the reason you're here remains less clear. It's not a real order. It's a sympathy order. He obviously made an impression on this Carmuna. I'll hold on to it. The slip of paper grows like heavy in your hand. It feels like a baton. I'm not gonna take the candy. Enough rifling. My chances are exactly the same. Let's give it a go anyway.
The people's spies will not be caught shirking.
That's completely different. What it says is, the silence treatment constitutes a Class A war crime against you. Time for intervention. Physical. Where is my assignment brief?
You grab him by his skinny shoulders and heave him upright, his head lolling backward as he rises.
Is my big comeback? You're being extremely selfish. Useless.
He lands in an awkward position, like a crumpled puppet, bony hips raised to the air like antennas.
Incredible. There's your brief operand. Mounting a reactionary pose, further insult. Leave the brief hog where he lies. Sorry you made me do that. He does not respond. Though if you didn't know any better, his deserted eyes seem to be urging you toward the bathroom.
A drop of blood shines on his lip. He must have bitten his tongue on the way down. Out of his chair he looks smaller, more fragile, and somehow deeply lost. Thousands of miles away, his mother flinches in her sleep.
Impressive. So, rough start. Let's try again. You looking forward to working together? Still working on that assignment. Any update?
Like any good operant, he's keeping all cards pressed to chest.
Kind of messed up. They didn't give me any information here, right? Just your name. Between us, it's been a while since I've done this.
The man's head slips 2 centimeters to the left. His jaw slides with it.
This was supposed to be my big comeback. It's cool. All my assignments start like this. Exactly. I'm sorry we won't get the chance to sell socks together.
In another life, you are both earnestly selling your cotton wares, far beyond the shadows of international intelligence.
Couldn't help but notice your designated lead. I know in my heart I am lead. The opera can do what they must. You don't think this is my fault, do you? I'll stop you there. You know, wait, Cool, just checking. Let's check in again later. I'll do whatever I can for you, Pseudopod. He didn't notice your arrival. He doesn't notice your departure either. Once the party gets wind, all traces of his existence will be wiped clean. By this time tomorrow, he'll have never existed at all. The air in the room is dead weight heavy. Okay, so now do I get to investigate his pants?
A pair of men's trousers are hung delicately over the shower rail. If Pseudopod's pants were attempting to flee the scene, they did not make it very far.
Let's search the pockets.
The front and back pockets are completely empty, except for a few pieces of lint.
Dang it.
Your hoist-in must have compressed his lungs somehow. Unless
Search the pockets again, thoroughly.
you discover a small extra pocket inside the front right pocket.
A pocket disguised as a pocket.
You slip 2 fingers inside and come away with a neatly folded sheet of paper.
A pseudo-secret.
The page is notebook-sized and perforated along one edge. It reads, THA space 7 LES APR space 032 space WIFO space 9W space TBGFLW25.
Okay, I don't know what that could mean yet. Okay, not sure.
Half a cipher. The language of spies. You've carried papers like this, folded up and hidden away in secret pockets and compartments. Totally meaningless, yet no meaning can be made without it.
This is a one-time key.
Good to unlock a single enciphered message. You just need to locate the other half.
Let's examine the trousers.
Brown, shapeless, they are utterly unremarkable.
Are they hanging in the
One
bathroom?
of the many mysteries concerning men's trousers. He was trying to smooth out creases with shower steam.
Ah. Step back from the trousers. As you turn away, a phone begins to ring.
You pick up the phone. The handset vibrates in your palm.
Hello?
Before you even finish speaking the word, the device connected to your phone base splits it into 256,000 encrypted fragments. The Magic Box, one of the proudest achievements of the Opera's Technical Services Office. Half a world away, a familiar voice splits into a corresponding number of fragments before coalescing again by your ear.
Please tell me you have good news.
Okay, that artwork is a pretty cool idea. Or a glitch, a genuine glitch. But I think that is how it's supposed to look.
The voice of authority, otherwise known as your controller.
I don't have news, I have a problem.
Operant Cascade, you made it. Your voice hasn't changed.
Her voice is just as you remember.
We'll get to your problem in a moment. Put Pseudopod on the line.
You glance over at the man face down on the floor. A snail's trail of dried saliva glints on the side of his chin. You feel your mind starting to spin up. 5,000 revolutions per minute.
I don't think the cord will reach that far.
What do you mean? Why not?
I looked in his eyes and saw an empty room. There were no spies inside.
That's a very disturbing thing to say, Cascade.
For a moment, no one says anything. There's no sound at all, save for the blood in your ear and the electrostatic hum of the ultra-long distance connection.
Has he been zeroed out?
Meaning eliminated, killed, rendered inoperant. The language of distance, a measure of cotton to muffle the fear.
I found a card for a phone line in his pocket, but there's no number on it.
That doesn't tell us much. What else?
You know what's strange? I found a one-time key in his trousers.
A key is worthless without the ciphertext that goes with it.
There was a purchase order in his jacket pocket for a bunch of socks.
So what? Your cover was meant to be sock importers.
It was only for 10 socks, Mel. 5 pair. That's weird, isn't it?
Excuse me, why the fuck are we talking about socks?
I'm saying Pseudopod may have been practicing method espionage.
Method espionage? Is that some sort of joke? I'll ask one more time. Is your double zeroed out?
You must speak the word. She cannot make the determination herself. 5,000 kilometers away, in a small office deep underground, a mid-level controller of the Operant Bureau leans forward and cups a hand over her earpiece. Her other hand hovers above the keyboard, ready to faithfully record your next words. Her eyes reflect the glow of the terminal screen. She's been at her desk for 14 hours today.
Jeez.
Once you say it, there's no going back. The momentum of events will overtake you.
He will be in there somewhere.
Cascade, is your double zeroed out or not?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Is he zeroed
Fine,
out?
yes.
Right. I wonder which it is. Have our enemies blown us up already? Or is this just another day at the basement massage parlor of spy services? Fucking hell. The opera's going to hang me by the toes. For
Ooh.
you, it's back to Satellite Facility B.
I will need to lower my skill? What the hell? Read the room and act before anyone else. Understand what motivates people. Social force embodied in present and conversion. Command and intimidate others. I think I'm gonna go with this personalism. The opera is going to hang me to by the toes. For you, it's back to Satellite Facility B.
AKA the freezer, where the old, useless, and discredited are consigned until they're dismissed or die of despair. The freezer. Shiver. Resist.
Forget that. Spy more, spy harder.
Spy how? You haven't even got the assignment.
I tried. You wouldn't give it to me.
Listen to me. This assignment is over. Effective immediately. The woman in the photo shop downstairs, Constance, she's one of ours. Let her deal with Pseudopod.
Middle-aged woman, dark hair behind the counter. You exchanged a few words when she gave you the key.
Cool, she can sub in. The assignment, let's go.
As for you, we need to get you on the next aerotram out of the city.
Already your mind is settling back into familiar grooves. Old mechanisms slide and click into position. That numberless phone line may be worth investigating. Perhaps the room contains other leads as well. They won't be expecting you back in the People's Republics for several days. Plenty of time for some self-directed espionage.
What are you doing here? There we go, that's how it's done.
You've been out of action for 5 years. The opera wouldn't rush sending you back in fear. Unless...
One of my old assets reached out.
half a moment's hesitation. Then...
Where'd you get that idea?
not a denial. Proceed.
If you pulled me from the freezer, it must be because they asked for me specifically.
A highly original thesis, also completely irrelevant now. There should still be flights departing for Superblock territory tonight. Make sure you're on one of them.
Who was it, Mel?
It was no one, a ghost in the wire. The assignment's over. Get on the next tram.
No, I'm not going.
Then you're going to end up like Pseudopod. Zeroed out. Your choice.
A click, and the line goes dead.
I made range stereo system set to standby mode. A familiar flash of red catches your eye.
This small table has been turned into a makeshift desk. A startlingly red folder stands out against the clutter. In the Operant Bureau's elaborate filing system, Red is reserved for personnel files.
Let's examine the red folder.
A small label in the top left corner is printed with one word. Your cryptonym, Cascade. The color reminds you of pomegranate.
Cool.
Your hand hesitates.
Let's open the red
The
folder.
opens with a whoosh. Before you, in neat monospace type, your life is condensed to its barest elements. Name Wilk Herschel, cryptonym Cascade. Born Landau, former Republic of Mercia. Dependents, none. Pay class D2. Years of service, 14.
Bang, 14.
All true. None of it useful just now.
Keep reading. Childhood bourgeoisie. History of student radicalism led to persecution by monotheist reactionaries. But the People's Republic of Koila embraced post-historical materialism. In short, born capitalist, reborn communist. Great. Medical record, gunshot, chest retained, bullet, 10mm pre-service. The bullet nuzzles your aorta, your heartbeat flutters. History of dissociative episodes and reckless actions. Sexuality, homosexual tendencies unconfirmed. Where did they come up with this stuff? Suicide risk, minimal. Ideation only. It's all the ideation until you commit. End of list. According to this file, that's all there is to you. Raw facts can capture the totality of my being.
According to the opera's remembrances, raw facts are the totality of your being.
Anything else in here?
There's another page behind this one. It's labeled Service History.
Great, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
A tingle in your fingers. Your head grows lighter as you approach the crash site.
Let's first rummage to the desk.
Amidst the crumpled sheets of copy paper and empty takeout containers, you find an open pack of cigarettes. Suprema mark.
Suprema 100, cheap super block expert.
Smoke.
Export.
Ease of mind. Cool.
Pseudopod must have bought this with him.
There are a few mangled filters in the ashtray.
Let's examine the cigarette.
There's nothing outwardly noteworthy about this pack of Suprema 100s. It's like any other found in commissaries and corner stores across the People's Republics. Except...
Here we go.
secreted neatly against the inner wall of the pack, just as you were once taught to do yourself. A crisply folded sheet of A7 paper.
Dang, that's a really small one. A4, A5, A6, A7. Yeah, that's quite small.
Bijapwil, Vubsquux, Ongs, Sixfazul, Exquum, Yijizv, Digaruk, Ravux, Skilbuch, Jittabubake, Whatsup, Sift, Huktok, Huichk, Slaw.
It looks very different.
Brilliant. Nacht.
Anyway, let's continue. The missing companion to the one-time key recovered from the trousers. Cascade still got it. 1-to-1. Correspondence between key and text. This is the Rosetta cipher. Your heart skips a beat. Take the smokes.
The pack slides nicely into your pocket, as though it always belonged there.
Let's apply the one-time key to the ciphertext. There we go.
Letter by letter, words emerge from the mist. They speak in a voice you haven't heard for a long time.
For Cascade, all will be forgiven. Cool, I was expecting an assignment. Your blood retreats, stricken cold. for me. For Cascade, all will be forgiven. Seems pretty personal. Worst assignments of an hour. A chorus of figures from your past shout the words at you in unison. All will be forgiven. This is likely not a direct message from Pseudopod, but something he was meant to pass on to you. In that way, he has succeeded. And yet he has simultaneously pulled off a near-flawless defeat. Cheeks smashed against floor, your double doesn't seem to be focused on you at all. We're spies. Bad things happen to spies, no one's fault. There is no response, but that doesn't mean he's disagreeing with you.
The day beyond the window beckons you outward.
There may yet be some forgiveness out there. Let's examine the cipher again. Read my service history. Decent chances. I guess that's as good as it can get right now. Yike. Your hand grinds to a halt above the page and remains there. A full minute passes. Maybe later. Or never. That works too. Music player.
Following the cord from your double's headphones, you come to a mid-sized home stereo resting on a sideboard. A Protype 0909 50-watt with multi-disc changer. Last generation model. Designed for affordability at the expense of power and clarity.
Let's check the disc deck. I was expecting that to work.
Through the translucent view panel, you see a single red disc loaded in place. On the face of the disc are the words Ultravioletta, you but from a dream, handwritten on thin strips of tape. You don't recognize the artist.
What have we here?
The disc is loaded, ready to tell you.
Unplug the headphones and press play.
The chunky button makes a satisfying little thunk as you push it in. The plastic latch clicks into place, and the discus begins to turn. You know because the spindle is rotating, though the speakers don't produce any sound at all.
Is this thing broken?
It doesn't appear to be. The disc is spinning the way it's meant to.
Turn up the volume.
No sound, save the thin layer of static that lines the inner cables. Amateur wire work. The
Press
static
stop.
quiets as you reset the volume. A great relief shivers through you, though nothing has seemingly happened.
Press eject and
A
take the
brief
disc.
internal hum. Then the disc slides halfway out of the machine and waits there, like it's trying to hide from you. You remove the red disc and place it into your pocket.
Enough stereo.
You step away from the equipment.
Okay. Oh, this looks familiar. Ah. Enough! You're blacklisted. Take your sick little games elsewhere.
Easy, lady. I just want to develop some photographs. I'm not trying to take your innocence.
Wow. The woman you met on your way in. She runs the Photoshop and maintains your safe house. The man you don't recognize. That's an interesting camera he's carrying. Professional class, no consumer model. Does that poor girl even know what you're up to?
You have a wild imagination. A little photo should not count as a crime. It's not like it's a loaded gun or something.
Hmm. The mention of loaded gun stands your hairs on end. The woman casts a split-second glance in your direction. I'm gonna refill my water. Requesting assistance. Not your conflict, no need to engage. What's going on here?
Stark realities that prevent me from pursuing my interests. Also racism, maybe.
Ooh. Restless eyes, evasive demeanor. This man may not have zeroed out your double, but you're sure such things aren't beyond him.
Very well. Photo 24 can have this round. Thank you for this extreme stress I'll now carry through my day.
He gives you one more glance as he leaves, Karish coat flapping behind him. That was exciting, wasn't it? She watches him go, then looks at you. Take her up first. Despite the flowing garments and artistic scarf around her neck, there is hardness to this woman's expression. It reminds you of the faces in old portraits. She's evaluating you just as you are her. Who was that man? Nobody. Silly little oddity who likes making fantastical threats. He's been here before? Oh yes, keen photographer, limited in subject. Lucky for you to only catch him on the day of his banishment. Before we get into it, I want to get one thing clear. Just because I'm working for the opera does not make me some kind of communist. The Operant Bureau. It should go without saying is the spy service of the Superblock, aka the Communists. Your politics are irrelevant to me as long as you do your job. So don't even attempt to seduce me with your post-historical dialectics. Your double already tried his hardest. I'm here strictly for the espionage. Which reminds me, I have some funds to redistribute. Your stipend for the assignment. 26 coins. Sol, what a strange currency. And it uses the symbol of the sun. Cha-ching. While we're on the subject of allocating resources, here's that screwdriver Pseudopod requested. She produces a small toolkit and slides it across the counter. This toolkit looks so empty, barely usable in its current state. Fortunately, it appears highly expendable. What am I supposed to do with it? Hold on, I didn't ask for this. You didn't have to. Isn't that the whole idea? Central planning and so on? And anyway, it's only a damn fax machine. She gestures toward the monstrous off-white plastic machine behind you. You could also simply give it to Pseudopod. I'm sure he's more than capable with it. Speaking of, where is your double? This woman could be a valuable source of information if you can prize it from her. Wait, your controller was clear. This woman doesn't need to know anything she doesn't need to know. She cranes her neck as though looking for something behind you. Oh yeah, let's go. She must know something about your assignment. Find out what it is. Very good. Basic social engineering. First, take the target into your confidence. Special asset, it's time you learned of our meta task. Her look is wary but intrigued. 2. Turn an admirable quality into a vulnerability. Pseudopod is up for the People's Service Medal. The opera sent me to assess his stagecraft. That's strange. No one said anything to me about the method task. I want you to tell me about Ludopod's movements, who he's spoken with, everything about the assignment he's shared with you. 3. Exploit, exploit, exploit. Now, I understand. This is a test to check our information security. I'll have you know, Pseudopod not told me anything. He's kept it intensely tight. She gives you a very satisfied smile. You have shit, in other words. Chicken bones. Disappointing. Pseudopod assured me you're extremely observant. A wins. A knife break she'll surely remember. Have you tried the bootleg bazaar? It was down there yesterday. The bootleg bazaar. That matches the purchase order you found on his body. I'm not familiar. What's that? It's where all the knockoffs and illegal imports come make their way into the city. It's only sprung up in the last few years, part of the whole mania for all things Lucian. How do I get to this bazaar? You can practically see it from the front door, due south in the ruins of the old Esseluk factory. Head west from the roundabout. If by some chance you find yourself in a party alley, it means you've gone the wrong way. Very good, thank you, Constance. I hope you write Pseudopod a glowing report. From what I've seen so far, he certainly deserves it. Was there anything else? What's wrong with the fax machine exactly?
It's that little amber light. It means out of order, and I haven't been able to get it to green, meaning in order.
She gestures towards the hulking machine behind you.
Just looking at that thing causes you to take psychic damage. Best stay away.
Pseudopod assured me this machine was a vital tool of communication, as precious to our work as the magic box we installed on your room phone.
That thing looks evil. I want nothing to do with it.
That's precisely the problem. I don't want anything to do with it either. You've received all sorts of technical training, I presume. I would think getting a little light to turn green should be well within your powers.
A dread beast humming with dormant power. A handless scribe. It just needs to be soothed.
Do you happen to know what this miracle is about?
I certainly don't. It looks rather flirtatious.
My interest in it is purely professional.
Seedy business attracts itself. You might try one of the bars along Party Alley.
To the west and the north. She doesn't go there herself if she can help it, though this shop is directly on the district border. What's your opinion on the assignment? Forgive me, is this still part of the test? Shouldn't you be the one advancing the thesis and so forth? Just general impressions then?
Granted, this is only my debut, but it seems to me that something's very amiss. No matter what we do, nothing appears to go according to plan. Pseudopod says it's all part of the work, but it gives me a rather unsettled feeling.
It's okay. Every assignment starts out this way.
I don't know whether that's intended to be reassuring.
Are we alone here? Any other tenants I need to worry about? No. It's very secure. Just the three of us. Upstairs, your double twitches. Electrical reflex running to a dead switchboard. Married?
Divorced.
Any gentlemen callers? Oh, shit eaters. No, none of that. At my age. Children? Wasn't in the cards? Nosy customers? Most people prefer drop off and pick up from their film and prints. No one's ever in here for very long. And how is their special set liminal class life threatening your self, Constance?
I don't presume to know the inner workings of the opera, but I have to think I could be better utilized.
How do you mean?
Of course, I'm happy with the tasks I've been assigned thus far. Keeping a safe house is a major responsibility, but I have other skills, you know.
Such as...
Chemistry, for one. I have an entire photo lab back here with access to all kinds of toxic chemicals and powders. And yet I doubt anyone would suspect a woman like me of, say, poisoning someone. If the assignment required it.
This is a woman who's planned countless perfect murders in her idle hours.
Dang. That's an extremely useful one to know.
I'm not saying I hope it comes to that, just if it does.
I'll head for the bazaar, see what I can find.
Oh, just one thing. How have we done? Will Pseudopod be getting that service medal?
Oof, it's possible we're going to regret engineering her so thoroughly. He's a strong candidate, we'll see.
I'm thrilled to hear it. He's earned it, no question.
She hesitates, a little shy all of a sudden. Yes? I just wanted to say, welcome back to the opera. Maybe a little typo there. Okay, I'm gonna have to change my pose. Ooh, okay. Okay, this will do, I think. Let's have a look here. She spends some afternoons arranging the postcards under glass. Also, let me minimize the OBS. Shelves stacked by a hoarder and then labeled by an obsessive. Swimming lessons with Paolo, bin days now bi-weekly, parakeets for sale, I think. Holiday card 97 pre-order. One of the fuses is how to get her with a coin. Ooh, that's not a good sign. A sense of malignant mystery emanates from the fax machine. I don't feel like going anxious again. The screen flickers. Static turns to black. A booming voice emerges. Did you know water covers approximately 63% of the world, but the sky covers 100%? Is the world trying to hide? A masked man appears on screen, gesturing wildly.
Wrong. The sky is only 98% sky. The other 2% is used to cover up the fact that they replaced the moon 4 times.
That is some wild world building. I will admit something right now. I had a long day already with a bunch of traveling and some socializing. I felt tired when I came home, but when I saw that this game is, well, the demo for this game is out, I figured I'm gonna play it, at least on the demo, at least this one stream. But I am already like feeling a little sleepy. This is so far the neatest thing I have seen in the game.
But But they don't want you to know that. That's why they're coming for me. But not before I tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm. The screen warps and color shifts. Between clips of the bagged man talking, a phone number flashes urgently. I should write down the number. You jot down the digits as Bagman watches on. What's this about? Is it an advertisement for a daily television program hosted by a man wearing a paper bag over his head?
I am Subcommandante Beckman, and this is the reality situation. No breaks, no filters, no cowards.
What does he say is the truth?
I know about the Boers. I know about Iodine. Laluze's invisible aircraft carriers, weaponized nostalgia, microbial microphones, lunar obfuscation programs.
There are questions worth raising around these topics. Questions with answers that may have huge implications for the general safety of the population. Oh, my delirium is raised. What is being hidden from us?
Find out what I know by tuning into the reality situation. Airing until they shut us down.
I'm gonna turn away from the TV. Sound from the commercial fade. The big curtains bifurcates her into backroom and front counter something. I have to say it is way faster than Disco Elysium, and it plays much more fluently, or fluidly, I don't know, without lagging and stuff. Although that could be caused by me using a better computer now. A sour smell rises from the rubbish, drawing flies and scuttles some things. The pale crisp glow of a reading lamp shines from your new neighbor's window. Mountainside glare with residential buildings. The topmost disappear into cloud. Two species of ivy crawl over the railing. Joint invasion from something. A portrait has been stenciled over the movie poster. Except leader Nestor's face has been plastered over the film poster. From afterbirth, she's sending them to the afterlife. Afterbirth, I guess? I don't know. Super Sonido. Commercial propaganda guides you in the direction of squalor, or the so-called bazaar. Old Quisage something. Okay, hold on. I need to relax a little. Thoughts so far. The amount of kills seems like it could be a problem, but the computer can handle it no problem whatsoever. It's not too much, and it's currently marked into the format I would be playing. The story right now is, I'll be honest, it doesn't interest me much. Yeah, sure, the boat has died and whatever happened, happened. All this is taking place, I don't even know, at some point, probably before your last mission or something like that. I don't know. Trying to think if there's anything else interesting about the game. I guess the skill system is fine, and these measures of fatigue and so on. I have 20 out of 100 experience points, 0 skill points. The skills have interesting illustrations. That is something I have to give it to them. And some of them are even interesting ideas. Let's see my inventory. Oh, luscious lips, whispering to a plastic telephone receiver. All you need is miracle. No phone number is given. Proof of intent to buy a meager number of super block socks. Signed by Carmuna Priscilla. It smells like home. Tastes like tar. Delirium -3, fatigue +1. No thanks. A crimson disc, your double, was seemingly listened to when he was zeroed out. His handwritten label reads Ultraviolet. You can't understand. I am zoning out again. The one thing that is keeping me awake at this point is chewing gum and drinking water. That's 2 things. That's how sleepy I am, I guess. Okay, one more item. Discrete cotton tool holder. Its modular design accommodates most of the instruments an operand may require. In theater, require in theater. First designer by the Defector Belco in 47. It's the Agent 47. Yeah, for sure. Okay, time for another drink. Okay. Not much I can do about the inventory slots yet. And okay, this is the roundabout. Hey, the lady.
Finally, someone with courtesy. Do you know when the 9 is coming?
Kim Kitsuragi. Just kidding, that's not the accent
A
at all.
handsome man shifts in place, glancing over his shoulder toward the tram lines. Suitcases surround him.
I'm just out for a walk.
Sorry to bother you, madame. I suppose not everyone is stranded here like myself.
Why are you stranded?
I'm waiting on the 9. I was told it was having some problems. But it's supposed to be in service any day now.
An exotic air about this man, difficult to place, and exceptionally handsome. The suit he's wearing hasn't been changed in days.
Where are you from?
Zenzark. A long way from here.
Part of the global periphery, not aligned with one of the major power blocks. More than 20% of the world's phone scams originate from a single unmarked building on the edge of its capital city.
I have zoned out half of that. Part of the global periphery not aligned with one of the major power blocks. More than 20% of the world's phone scams originate from a single unmarked building on the edge of its capital city. So how long have you been waiting?
I was told it's supposed to be in service any day now. That was a week ago.
Enough time to grow accustomed to new surroundings and start noticing things.
A week is a long time to be waiting around for the
I
for
agree.
tram.
But what am I to do? It seems to be the only way out of this city.
Hmm. Maybe I could ask around about the 9, see what's up.
I would appreciate it.
Hmm. Have you seen my colleague by chance? Middle-aged man, medium height, brown jacket, bald spot.
I did see a man like that some days ago, I think. Near the bazaar, in fact.
Okay, good.
Ah, sleeping brother.
Was there with anybody?
No, he was alone. Why do you ask?
He was supposed to meet me there, but I didn't show. Oh, and since they say the city is wrecked or something, I don't know. Ah, what am I even saying? Was he with anybody? No, he was alone. Why do you ask? He was supposed to meet me here.
I guess we share the same fate.
He gestures toward the empty tram stop. I'll check back soon.
Thank you. I'll be here in the meantime.
Ooh.
You hear laughter and music ahead. You can still make out the lower half of the words Eselk Free sticking out on the brick beneath.
This has completely changed.
The old factory is mangy with past identities. An archaeological record of Portaferan turf war.
Hmm.
It has been many things over its lifetime. For now, it is a black market brimming with foreign imports. The silk factory was once the pride and lifeblood of Portofino. Whoever occupies it occupies the city's soul, even in ruins.
Where to begin? The pseudopod had a purchase order from a bazaar vendor signed Carmuna. She must be in there somewhere.
You also have the red disc from the stereo system. You could seek out a media vendor to assess it.
Hmm. I... Huh. Skating child. A sign warning that a sale of contraband is punishable by law.
The fire exit stands conspicuously ajar. Someone has wedged it open with a ball. Wrong. Ball wants to play, not wedge.
What's the ball's deal?
It's a pelota ball, the local variation of handball. Pelota balls are not designed for use as doorstops. Someone has elevated this ball to contraption status. An affront to workers' safety. Confine it to the gulag of the pocket.
This ball is an act of resistance against the bosses and their fire codes. Are you on the side of the ball or the boss? Maybe it's a bad ball. A factory error. I guess we're making bad balls now. The ball is a mere pawn in something much larger. I just know it.
It's just a ball in a door.
Look where the ball leads.
A hallway. It's just a fire exit. A fine place to hide in a moment of crisis. Marked and remembered. No, it's a trap. Must be destroyed.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
The tableau stays undisturbed.
A phosphorus glow of a Lumisol Elite 82 cartoon figures start something. Pardon, right? Can the bag picks from the box? Okay. Another post change. Unbearable.
Excuse me. Can you take a look at this?
The young woman turns to a stall of party wigs and beaded necklaces to thrust the photograph under your nose. Her hood burrow, she the mouse within. Better not be a curse.
No, nothing like that. Please, just look.
She raises the photograph until it eclipses the bazaar in front of you. The photograph shows a robust man well into his 60s. He is unremarkable, save his eyes, which are magnified to comedic proportions by the thick-lensed spectacles in front of them.
Have you seen him before?
What is this about?
Have you?
Who is he?
Mi viejo. My dad. He's been missing a few days.
Sorry to hear that.
He probably just started walking and got lost. Old people do that kind of thing.
Her eyes are bloodshot, hair greasy. No sleep. 3, maybe 4 days. How's his memory going?
He's kind of forgetful sometimes. Not a lot, but I'm just worried. I told him watching too much TV was making him crazy.
She raises her hand to bite her nails. A new habit. They're bleeding. Anyone regularly listening to Bagman's sermons on reality could easily lose their grip on the thing. Sounds like a case of Bagmanitis.
Bagman? Yes, that was it. After Dad retired, his friend Gilmar turned him onto the reality situation. They got obsessed, had them convinced they were truth detectives. Which apparently means someone who goes around looking for evidence of invisible aircraft carriers and iodine-deficient children. Dad and Gilmar were always following up on leads and calling into the show. Felt like Bagman was encouraging them, you know?
Yeah, he was. Self-motivated, diligent. If her father does show up, he may be asset material. Sounds like he preys on vulnerable old men.
That's what I was scared of. Look, this is kind of embarrassing. My dad developed this insane theory about the payphone to the western exit of the bazaar.
Go on.
Dad thought certain words said into the right phone gets you attention from the wrong people. He was convinced Emter was behind it all.
Emter, you say? Emter, aka l'ambassade territory, aka the bank. Richest intelligence service in the world, a longtime enemy of the opera, and therefore you. So you're saying your father said some special words on that payphone and Emter got him?
A couple days ago, he stopped by the stall to bring me lunch. Then he said he was going to make a call. I wasn't nervous at first. I figured there was no risk of anything actually happening. And then he didn't come home.
Washing out the container that carries homemade rice and beans, glancing out the window above the sink as the sun goes down. Don't look at the clock, don't look at the clock, don't... Got himself disappeared on purpose?
No. I mean, he just can't leave things alone when he gets an idea into his head.
Momentarily, the mumbling from the nearby stalls hushes, listening. What are the words he thought set it off?
They seem pretty random. Cousins, moon, reunion.
Not as random as she thinks. They aren't only for those in the know. Oh, they are meant only for those in the know. How do those words mean anything to you?
On their own, sure. Together? Gibberish.
How do you know those were the words?
His friend Gilmar called him from that phone after he'd spent the night following around some MTER guys. They were both big into the conspiracy stuff. He'd overheard something and was explaining it when the call just cut off. My dad went by his house the next day, but Gilmar wasn't there.
So you're saying two old men have gone missing?
I asked my dad if the phone call was a nightmare or if he forgot Gilmar was going on a trip. I thought maybe the show was getting into his head, you know?
Worrisome indeed.
Dad really believed it though. He looked for him for 2 weeks, reported him missing to the GMs. Nothing.
If any of this is true, that means the payphone is tapped. It's being monitored at all times. Alright, I know enough now.
Yeah, thanks for humoring me. Don't pay too much attention to it. He'll probably turn up any day now.
Pay too much attention. I'm forgetting about your father as we speak.
Yeah, probably for the best. You want a wig? I hear they make you fun at parties.
Let's see those costume accessories.
Yeah, they're right there. Take a look.
That's enough for now. For now, I might do
You
it
need
later.
Anything else?
Yeah, where is this allegedly tapped payphone?
Why?
Knuckles wide as she balls them into fists. I want to look it over. Maybe I can find some sign of your dad.
Really? You're not going to try to make a call or anything, right?
I might give Emter a ring.
No!
If you head turn at nearby stalls, follow the sudden outburst. You're not curious if the keywords really work?
Of course I am. But what if they do?
Let me find out for you. She stared at you for a long moment before her bloodshot eyes slid away.
It's the phone by the western entrance to the bazaar.
Her voice is hoarse, hushed.
Sometimes when I'm standing here, I think I hear it ringing. Nobody else can hear it but me.
Her father calling from beyond, calling for help, for her help. She can only ignore it for so long. Something's happened to my colleague. Have you met that guy who was into socks lately?
Oh, yeah. He came by. Nice man. Talked a lot about socks.
Tell me about him.
He was, normal. Pretty forgettable, if I'm honest. I told him, unless your socks are mismatched and neon colored, I'm not much use to you.
Any idea where he went?
Not really. Wandered off into the bazaar.
Looking you straight in the eyes, sympathetic. She really doesn't know.
What do you mean, something's happened? Did he use the phone?
I don't think so. I know where he is, just not what happened.
Oh, well, at least you have that.
Thanks anyway.
Sorry. Yeah, I was kind of distracted when he showed up.
See ya.
Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, more water. I cannot believe how sleepy I am. Brass antiques huddled together, their formed carved by hands long gone. How big is space? This suit is fake. It should be all burned up.
A cosmonaut suit. Its shoulder patch reads, "The stars are ours, 77.
Is this real?
If it is, then it's one of the few things for sale here that isn't a knockoff Lusian electronic, disc, or toy.
What happened in 77?
A classroom with a buffed blue floor and white fiberboard tiling. The teacher rolls a square little television in on a cart. The girls in their final year of gymnasium gather round. The camera follows the white column up, and then it jerks, or cuts out. When the picture returns, there's just a white cloud sprouting new white limbs. The rocket nowhere to be seen. For a long moment, none of the students can tell what's happening. Then, one by one, they realize. A faulty seal, a minor propellant leak. Next thing you know, 4 cosmonauts are splattered across the face of God.
And we watched it live on TV.
You and millions of school children the world over.
What happened after?
Expensive, fruitless. The program's failure promptly tanks the Portaferan economy. Supreme Leader Nestor flees into his second exile not long after. As for the bazaar, it's saturated with surplus equipment, memorabilia, and replicas. This suit is most likely the latter.
You find the cool stuff around here.
You once heard that the pressure in space can turn your whole body inside out. But that might be submarines.
Let's check the price tag.
5,000 sol.
Oh, I cannot afford that.
No wonder it's still here. People with that kind of money don't shop in the bazaar. Your focus widens back to the bazaar.
Let's be real here. 5,000 is, or 7,000 or whatever, is probably too little. Sign this with an eye watching from a surveillance camera. Discarded boxes sag under scraps, promising unexpected finds. Emergencies are rare, but not unheard of. Missing person poster, so faded the person is missing even from the poster. Ironic.
Especially good new pieces today.
The old woman flashes you a quick glance before returning to her magazine.
A subculture or perversion of the humble pamphlet. A Abandon your petty subcultural literature. I have questioned. No. What's especially good about them? They didn't tear on their way here. Carmona checked them for holes herself.
She angles her magazine away from you protectively. A flash of light from between the pages. She's hiding something in there.
Carmona, the name of Pseudopod's purchase order. Your double owes this woman a minuscule shipment of socks. I've lost my colleague, a Superblock salesman. Has he been here chatting yarn?
You? You're working with that nice boy?
Mm-hmm.
Her lips shrivel and her eyebrows descend, conforming into a mass of puckered disbelief at the center of...
But he was dressed so nicely, standing so straightly, polite to Carmona. And Carmona thinking that there might be hope for us in the Superblock.
She means we don't look like history set sail to Freaky Island and left us standing on this shore wondering what happened.
Uncow yourself. Flaunt your fine communist spinal column.
Stand up straight.
Too tall, Menina. You'll get no suitors looming over people like that.
That nice body had never seen a Aerotram before. Said they were the most beautiful thing in the world. Then couldn't help himself but say, must be a nightmare for the zoning division. How Carmona laughed. A soft click as he places his briefcase on the cobblestone. Stops to clean his glasses. He replaces them, blinking up at the aerotrams and the birds circling beneath. He smiles. He was drawn to transportation. Interesting. Something took him too far. You meant to tell the Pito track, perhaps? You can get there by tuk-tuk, easy.
She focuses her attention back toward her magazine, careful not to let you see inside.
Carmona would help, but it's a busy day. Other matters to attend to.
This avowal of whatever inane gossip has her attention in that magazine. She has information about Pseudopod.
Any idea now what this is? She looks sideways at the disc, shakes her head. It's a disc. At the stall owner with the discs, not the stall owner with the clothes, yes? Oh, ask, not at. What are you hiding in that magazine? Have you seen the party supplies vendor's father? Carmona sees this magazine. See you. Bazaar's closing soon, Menina. Don't forget to check the racks. A row of mismatched clothing on wire hangers. Mass of soft animals. She's going to melt his head. The girl leans in closer to the television set.
On the TV, a giant wolf-like creature stands up on its hind legs and howls. Its fur bristles gold. Dangerous, mythical, electrifying. No wonder the kids are watching this.
What's this? Shh.
Suddenly, the beast roars and light floods the screen. It's followed by a wet, pulpous sound. An acceptable mimicry of a skull liquefying under extreme thermal stress.
Ecstatic wolf is awake. The boy grins at the television, gripping the toy sword on his belt a little tighter.
LED lights are distributed evenly along the blade. Durable PVC hilt with textured grip. Impressive armament.
Later, kids.
The children ignore you, entranced.
The discarded jumble of unheard of artists, well picked over for more popular acts. The legal reporter stations hidden somewhere in the city keep this TV playing bluesy and music videos 24/7. A rare media vendor. Anything like a payphone here? As for boxing lessons and protein powder, clustered together for safety. Zippy the tarantula needs a new home, not child-friendly. Old docks. That is nice and all, but where's the payphone? The position of the dock workers suggests they are standing guard. You can make that jump with your eyes closed, you reckon? Where's the payphone? Oh, okay, that's the west. So, north is south, I guess. At least it looks better animated. That's something. So the payphone should be somewhere up here. Is it? I have a feeling I already went a bit too far, so let's get back to the main building so that we can get introduced to the first political system. Yay! Hold on. Miracle Line. Had business in the Motley Bazaar. This bottle already ran out of water. Your level was assigned to red. This marked ultraviolet. You bought from a dream in the music player at Photo 24. There was no sound on the disc, but listening to it felt strange. I'm gonna bet it's some sort of ultrasound or something that I will need special equipment or editing to listen to it because it's ultraviolet, but sound instead of audio, instead of visuals. Okay. On at the west, exit to the bazaar. I will admit that the game looks pretty nice visually. It feels like
The
Disco
gate
Elysium
is
but
bound
better.
to the pole by a thin steel chain. The gap between leaves little room for passage. Only ghosts can pass freely between such crevices.
Open the gate.
You push the gate. The metal creaks, but it doesn't move. It's held fast by a rusty chain. We're gonna need tools for this one.
Inspect the chain.
Rust speckles your fingertips. A system compromised at the subatomic level.
I guess that's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, she wanted me to have a look at the clothes, right? To approach Carmona's rack of clothing, protected from the elements by a clear plastic sheet, no two pieces are alike. Second-hand old and newish fakes. Fashion has a short memory. Anything worn long enough to have been faked is already ancient.
The racks sway. Asymmetrical coats, sleeveless tunics, jumpsuits, bootleg designs for foreign purposes.
Cowboy boots, leather trousers, a long black skirt. Kinda cool, but is that all you are, Cascade? Kinda cool? I am a visionary of cool. You're special and you know it. You deserve an outfit that tells everybody else that you know it too. I need your coolest threads. None of this will do. The threads will reveal themselves only to the right person. The right person is you. Come on, search harder, search better. Attention-seeking fashion does not benefit an operant, Cascade. I'm done here.
You turn away from the rack.
I have to say, this is incredible speed. I suppose ventilation pipe big enough for a fool to crawl through. Okay, that's photo 24. I've gone way too far back. The gazebo is incredibly old, most likely built in the previous era. Huh. Beneath the bridge, darkness. Flyers gather on stationary tuk-tuks. This one had been parked still for some reason. What the hell did I just find? Empty bottles on an ashtray, but no liquor, a casual business meeting spot. There is enough space beyond the railing to walk along the crumbling wall. Ooh, some jacket. Let's see what's inside. You can hear the weak AC fan struggling. Fanged beast, your presence is weak. Fate delivers me an unworthy adversary. The creature's eyes glow with cunning flame. Its ears tuft delightfully in every direction. Long grey toes ripple over a mountain of trinkets as it inspects you. Yes, monkey. Yes! A puppet. There's someone hiding in the pile beneath it. Broken cages everywhere. This could be an escape. Look more closely. On closer inspection, its eyes are no less cunning and its ears no less delightful. Its tail swishes rhythmically behind its back. Adversary? They're getting off to a bad start here. And will be worse, as will middle. Tremble before the majesty of my realm and of me. What are you? Aye. Hand cut to his tiny face. Crash zoom. His golden eyes flash. Am the king of trade. That clarifies nothing. Realm shrouded in the fog of economic war. Wage it. I'm going to disappoint you somehow. I can just tell. Enough mouth work, show your objects. None of them are good. Nobody gives me good objects. Laughable. Listen. Ah, ah, ah. Mocking us like a playground bully. We thought we moved past these days. Has a man been here talking about socks? I lost my click. Sock man. His ears drop to a 45-degree angle with his neck as he considers this rise again and he decides. Never have I met such a being. Find him, bring him, trade him to me. Okay, worst case scenario, you just trade Comatose guy for monkey loot and freak off. Must be some sick gadget in that pile. We're not trading gang for loot. If anybody's going to be trembling around here, it's you. Ah ha ha! Fragile foe. Puny besieger. The monkey stares you down. His adorably well-fitted shirt does nothing to tamper the threat. Prove it in skirmish of value. Are you talking? Not talk, but business. Business. Oh, business correspondent. Remember the box of dumped martial art tapes that one of your mother's work friends smuggled in for you when they came to visit in 79? Eight-armed man, Death Fist, Iron Petal, Combat, I 1 to 5, Grasshopper in Hell, Dude Army. You watched Iron Petal so many times you could recite her lines, practice her moves, and cheer her to victory against her nemesis Johnny Kassam. Oh, Chasm. How did he sound again? Ah, I do as I do, unthwartable schemes forever. So I'm imagining this? Let's go with real-time interspecies interpretative guessing. I wasn't emotionally prepared for this. Goodbye. Ah, ha ha! Pathetic. The pile surrounds you, threatening to collapse. Light is out, you'll need to bring your own to see anything in here. Fair enough. Charms for luck, health, and a repeat business. Will this work? Yes, it will. I've been teaching old folk combat moves my entire life.
Off-brand drivers, cheap plastic housing.
The man gazes down at a crate of cartridge discs, eyes thin, lips drawn. Veins rise like old roots beneath his thin skin.
Mass-produced excrement. These animals pleasure themselves in it.
He turns to you, shaking his head, pleasuring themselves.
Collectors, art students, tourists, tote bag owners, the whole dim herd. You see this? Each one guaranteed for 10,000 replays. Obscene.
Let's give it a go, why not? What is this man going on about? Hell yeah. That was close. Entities like this come in two varieties, audiophile or cultural nostalgic. This man is definitely the latter. It's not actually about the formats themselves. It's about what they promise and what they represent. The format is the content, right?
That's right.
A little light ignites in the black of his pupils. Once the format becomes dispensable, so does the content, both symptoms of widespread decay.
Imaginative faculties dulled by senseless repetition. Forgive me, friend. I'd mistaken you for a common replayer.
This is the highest compliment he's paid to anyone in months, maybe years. First obstacle avoided in what is evidently a labyrinth of personal ethics.
Too much to ask, I expect, that you're a fellow Einzeltone aficionado?
That's gonna be the clue, for sure. Einzeltone. No entries found, and no point trying to pretend. I am willing to learn.
One of a fast fading few. Go ahead, browse away. My name's Petre. If you need anything, I'll be here, lamenting what's left of the culture.
What is Einzeltone?
Einzeltone XR, to give it its proper title. The one true format. The apex of auditory technology. A high fidelity yet dynamic sonic experience that self-effaces after a single play.
Oh. Behold, the paladin who stands before absurdity and declares, well, technically, you can only play these things once?
Correct. It erases acid plays. The inherent idea being, of course, that you never play an Einzeltone and have a more profound experience because of it. Some say that was the intention behind the red color scheme.
Oh.
So you would never misplay it. I think it was an aesthetic choice, personally.
Did he say red?
With Einzeltone XR, the first time is the only time.
That's the brand slogan. Is this an Einzeltone disc by any chance?
Where did you get this?
His voice drops to a half whisper. What's it matter?
Einzeltone hasn't been available to consumers for a decade. A disc in good condition is worth thousands of sold to people who appreciate its wonders.
You mean I'm rich?
Provided it's well cared for and unplayed.
He gives you an accusatory stare. He already knows the truth. He's just waiting for you to confirm. Look, I didn't play it, but clearly someone else did.
Filthy animals. Those. Better they recalled them all years ago. Better a mass manufacturing fault than this to save them from this humiliation from being passed around like...
The vendor deflates before you. His rising anger gone in an instant like a fuse being tripped.
A light switch flips off in his eyes. He handles it as reverently as if it were a tiny plastic coffin.
I'm sorry.
He gets up finally. Talking to the Einzeltone, not you. Any idea what the title means? Ultraviolet, you but from a dream.
UV can only be ultraviolet. Degenerate Lucian Electrodross. There's a new fabricated star every day, it seems. But she's the top of today's pile.
As for the title, probably the works of a brain-dead marketing committee. What about the song title? Are you familiar?
Do I look like I'm 14 years old and brain dead? The fact that it's committed to Einzeltone suggested some kind of promo copy. Some new advancement of degeneracy from across the Noscorentes. This ultraviolet has gone missing at the moment. Kidnapped by counter-fascist radicals, whatever that means. Lucian marketing plot, if you ask me.
Could be the work of the militia Ruben Rouge, an extremely communist fringe group. They've ransomed public figures before. She's probably getting sawn apart by a stalker or something.
Don't try to brighten my day. Optimism is slow-acting poison.
Jeez.
Things like her make me almost miss the days the Lucians were marching on the colonies.
He glances at the red disc and runs a thumb over the surface.
None of this is the Einzeltone's fault, of course. They can't control what gets seared upon them.
Oh, get over it. It's just no. It's in a better place.
No, I'm afraid it's not.
Some
No
motion check
more
of his head.
potential, only anti-potential. Replayability is oblivion. The end.
There's got to be some way to recover what's on it.
You seem to have misunderstood my soliloquy. It's done. No mirth. The beauty and the tragedy of the format. I hope you dispose of it with dignity. I think a private ceremony would be most appropriate.
Is it possible to reconstruct an Irontones XR? Oh, nothing is ever truly gone. Everything leaves a residue. Everything with a charge can be summoned back. Petre, there must be some way of bringing Isoltones back to life.
I'm afraid not. The format is near obsolete. Einzeltone is the past, yet it contains the future. How exquisite.
No, I mean there must be some way of reconstructing the media on them. The vendor recoils as if you just spat at his feet.
So, your question is, Petre, how do I reanimate a corpse?
A necromancy, yes. Dark techno necromancy.
I would class it as necrophilia, actually.
Jeez.
I'll be honest, the thought is so disturbing to me that I've never entertained it before. But theoretically...
You have left the realm of reality and are hacking the firewall of techno philosophy.
Theoretically, it might be possible. You would have to repolarize, re-reminence processing, probably a concentrated magnetic flip, neodymium grader. It would involve some custom gear, no doubt, but my answer to your distressing question is yes. I think you could.
I'd love to try.
Why don't you film it and make a snuff disc out of it? One for the techno voyeurs.
Jeez.
Don't ask me about this again. I feel unclean.
Okay, catch you later, Petre.
Maybe not. The bazaar is closing up soon. Another day, another cultural molestation.
Okay, bye. Hey, what's up there? Just a wall. Okay, so from here,
It's you.
tap the payphone.
Western entrance to the bazaar. Behind you.
Okay, see ya.
Thanks for stopping by.
Western entrance to the bazaar. This should be it, right? So the payphone should be somewhere around here. Let's lock the gate. No, this is not it. Vending machine, vending machine. Sheltering from the rain whilst keeping an eye on the boats. Where's the payphone at? Oh, maybe here. Okay, this got me to the other side of the locked gate. Graffiti is so fresh you could still get high off the paint fumes. The city used to issue a warning against doing something, now faced with black spray paint. this how I get to the payphone? Holy moly. This guy's gonna get so scared once he sees me. Bottled water, meal bars, wipes, supplies for an extended stay. A shiver run through your feet. Seems much higher from this angle.
The man doesn't react or turn as you approach, your feet echoing off the high metal.
I saw you by the fire exit.
That's gonna be a reference to the sea power.
His tone, one step short of accusatory.
You were watching me?
You considered the pelota ball. You know it doesn't belong there, but you left it all the same. Very difficult to watch.
Did you want me to close the door?
That would have been ideal. It's been open for days, a flagrant disregard for safety. It has been bothering me. Still, you've come a long way. Fortunately, the view just about compensates.
What's your problem with the pelota ball? Its presence offends me. That's a clearly marked fire exit. If you have the chance, I'd appreciate it if you remove it. What are you doing up here?
I'm being punished. My employer has placed me in an impossible position.
You recognize the patch sewn into his pants. It's a Carley de Portofiero's logo, the oldest transit company in the city.
I'm a safety inspector, watching the lines. As you might have noticed, this pylon is under construction, technically.
Why is this assignment a punishment?
It's my role to ensure the lines and pylons are all built according to code. And this line, Line 9, will never be finished.
Line 9, the same line the man by the Aerotram station was told to wait for. So if someone were told to grab the Line 9 tram...
Then they would be waiting a very long time.
A cruel joke, most likely. Why is that?
Where to start? This pylon's angle deviated more than expected as the concrete set. Hazardous near water. Shouldn't have skimped on materials. Then there are the clearance issues. The party alley rooftops are higher than the building department's official records.
These aerotrams would shear those right off. You're saying your bosses put you here to drive you mad?
Since the last round of Enter stabilization, they've been trying to force us lifers out. We can be fired, not easily, but they can take away the work that made us stay in the first place. I have two options. I could falsify my reports and declare Line 9 safe for construction anyway, or I could quit. Either way, the company can lose.
You seem strangely at peace with all this.
I wasn't always. I thought about throwing myself off this pylon, right where you're standing. I used to fantasize about the GMs dragging my waterlogged corpse from the canal. Fortunately, this spot lends itself to reflection. Contemplating my punishment helped me see how to live with it.
I think I'm also being punished.
Perhaps that's why you are drawn to this great height too. But you know, the view's not mine, just in case.
See anything interesting up here? Many things. But everyone has their own definition of interesting. What's yours? I was hoping you saw someone new pass through here. A man. Dark hair, black suit, glasses?
A friend of yours?
Just a colleague.
Oh, alright. Quite a formal-looking man, yes? He was here just the other day.
First, the basics. Then assess if he's seen more, whether he realizes it or not. What was he up to?
He had a conversation with the music vendor over there. It did not seem pleasant.
Down below, Petre glares intensely as a young couple thumb eagerly through sleeved discs. What were they talking about?
I couldn't really tell.
Did my colleague speak with anyone else?
I couldn't say. A lot of people come through here. I didn't pay particular attention to him.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Have you seen anything spooky? There's an unmoored boat has been floating around the canal to the south. What's spooky about it? There doesn't seem to be a driver or any crew. Sometimes the wind carries an awful noise from it up to my ear. Can you describe the noise? Guttural and aggressive, like some kind of primordial steel beast is locked in battle with a diseased swamp pig.
Terror to most, but for those with a taste for it, this is the kind of sound that vibes with their darkened soul.
May the steel beast prosper. Would certainly be my favorite victor of the two. But it was so Semil. The sound, I believe, is music. Let's talk about something else. You're not a fan of Emptor, I take it.
I'm a structural engineer. I believe in stability. What Emptor has brought isn't that. Their version of stabilization shifts the responsibility of managing entropy from the state to the individual. Human existence always carries entropy with it. That's inherent in the system. Social insurance, pensions, fair wages, these are measures against the entropy of living. They're also expensive.
Would you rather live somewhere else?
I've never lived anywhere else, so I can't say. I suppose there's the superblock, but they sign letter Wolker as well.
He glances down. The world spins slowly.
There's entropy in all systems. No living thing can avoid it entirely.
I'll see you later. Perhaps. Anything else up here? I guess this. Jeffa red and black blend. Gonna remove my fatigue and gonna increase my anxiety. And chain cutters, so that I can get out of here faster. I can hear it. Or at least I heard it just for a moment. Okay, theory. The other payphone shows up on my map. So, is there a payphone on the bazaar map? I guess not. Why cannot I move it? Oh. Phones, just two of them. Party alley. Vending machine, vending machines. Okay. Single molded concrete forms the immobile base.
The gate is bound to the pole by a thin. Only ghosts can pass freely between such crevices.
Good, good.
You take the chain between the beak of your tool and push. Muscles tense, the chain resists, trembles, and collapses in a jangling heap at your feet.
Nice.
The metal creaks and gives way. The chain lies bleeding out on the cobblestones. In another life, it would have been a serpent.
Hooray. Can I help you, miss? Okay, so the phone is not anywhere here. Am I missing something? This looks like the entrance to the bazaar, right? So, in theory, it should be somewhere around here. Or retractable ladder, fence, or padlock. The city is industrial, so the skeleton is open to you. Loading platform ahead. Okay. Let's just keep on wandering around. A quaint food bar serves a wide variety of seafood and fish. Let's just keep on going west and see how far it goes. Cooler person would recognize these bands. God, we're out of touch. Primo eavesdrop spot. Oh shit! It's a phone.
Unwise to your presence, a lanky young man presses the handset against his flushed cheek. It practically clings to it, like a shipwrecked survivor holding onto a piece of driftwood.
I don't know how much time we have. You have to help me fill it in.
Whatever the person on the other end of the line has to say to that, it makes the man's eyes squeeze shut and his mouth slacken in a guttural groan. I can't possibly perform under these conditions. You have to make me. What is going on here? The gap. I'm not even worthy to approach it on hands and knees. His voice drops to a strained whisper. My little heart wouldn't be able to take it. Could this have anything to do with the sensuous phone card you found on Pseudopod? Jeez. Hey, are you going to be much longer? No response. He's too deep in his own world.
Oh my god. You can't do that to me. But you really, really should.
Jeez. Bubble just waiting to be burst, the prisoner of his own desire. I'm looking for a colleague who... Oh, let's tap him first. With a jolt and a sharp glance, the young man pulls his shoulder away. Deliberate brush off. His rocket is close to liftoff. No room for a co-pilot in that command capsule.
You know so much, and I so little. The power differential is grotesque. Highly problematic. Don't change it.
This man can't actually be employed, surely. Whether or not he's employed, he's certainly occupied.
I'm your faithful dog. I know nothing. I question less.
I'm looking for... Know anything about this? He flaps a hand in your direction as though dismissing a servant.
This is a private phone call. Please excuse yourself.
I'm surrounded by enemies. I think those old pilots sent her to listen in. Do I want her to watch? Oh, maybe, in theory, but you should see the way she's dressed. Her coat, it's see-through like a grocery bag.
Hey, I'm right here. He rolls around, eyes ablaze with indignation.
I asked you politely once. Now kindly wait your fucking turn.
Blood rush. Boiling. Fist clench.
Tell me that kind of language is unacceptable. It's the influence of the gap. I hardly recognize myself anymore.
Give him a hard shove. There we go. Cathartic bodily harm. The young man's shoulder rebounds off the hard metal. It's only the handset he's desperately clutching that keeps him from losing his footing entirely.
I'm under assault. If this is it, tell them. Tell them it was in the line of duty.
I have some questions for you.
Questions? You violate my space and think I have time for questions? My job concerns the fates of nations. This is not a drill.
Fear. Hatred. Good. He won't brush you aside so easily now.
I'm sorry. I've attracted the attention of one of the lumpen prole. If this mysterious gap doesn't kill me, one of those violent locals will. I've got to go. I'll call you again. When it's safe.
Ah, and he's gone. With that, the man gently sets the handset back in its cradle and sinks off into the night. At last, now you can use the phone. The now unoccupied payphone stands half embedded in a concrete pedestal, 8 frames, weather-stained and dull. Let's look
You
around.
can talk privately, as long as you keep your voice down.
Pick up the payphone.
The box is scrubbed of the usual flyers and graffiti, leaving streaks of adhesive and permanent marker behind. The coin slot has been aggressively papered over.
The keystone. Inspect the cord.
Stretched too many times. Coils slacken near the base, but someone's wound a rubber band to keep them tight.
This payphone's been around for a while.
Cracked receiver and yellowed plastic. At least a decade, you assume. A faded sticker draws your attention. An advertisement for a local ferry schedule. The year, 82.
Damn. Look at the side panel.
Something catches your eye. Beneath the grime, the metal surface ripples like something's trapped underneath.
Gentle curves, swaying through grime. Odd shape for corrosion. Scratch at the filth.
Grime flakes off in grey petals as your nail catches on a ridge. A shape emerges. Arched, leaping. A dolphin in mid-jump.
What are you jumping over, friend?
The engraving's shallow. Eroded by years of neglect, but legible. 1F7G35-94X12. A serial number.
A Renault identifier. Can I use this somehow?
Maybe. In any case, you have this now. It's better than not having it.
You'd need to cross-reference the number. Renault must have maintenance terminals hidden away. Keep an eye out. And enough looking around. Pick up the phone.
You lift the receiver to your ear. No dial tone.
Hello?
Hello, you. What's your pleasure?
A soft, excited laughter falls into each word, like sugar melting into warm cream. Who's this?
My name's Duchess Love, and you're on what some people call the Miracle Line.
Miracle line. The card into the post pocket. It's a phone sex line. I'm glad you called. I feel like I've been waiting for you. I'm calling regarding a suspicious incident. Oh goodness. I'm sorry, officer. I had no idea this was so important. Please, tell me how I can help you. She's still in character and thinks you are too. Could be a problem. Did a new guy call you recently? A sock importer.
I don't discuss my clients with other clients, love.
Oh.
I hope you understand.
The warmth in her voice dipped, only for a moment. Is he a friend of yours, an enemy? Do you want to hear about him freaking me, or do you want to hear about how he kept his socks on the whole time? Your card was in his pocket, that's why I'm calling. My card? Like a business card? I don't have those, darling. Maybe one of my lovers printed it for fun. Just tell me if he called Sock Importer, yes? I can't discuss my other lovers. Please don't be disappointed with me. Who are you? I told you I'm Duchess. That's a name, not an answer. My name is the answer to whatever your heart desires. Now let's fall in love. Yes, yes. Sniff her, taste her, need her, smells. I'm not a phone sex kind of person. Is that the type of person? She laughs. It's only pleasure, darling. I'm here to serve you however you'd like. Enough about me. Tell me who you really are. The divine retribution of history. That's right, darling. You have control of the map of the world, changing it however you like. Will you control me too? There's a sheen of sleaze, but she changes character as quickly as a master operant in theater. Impressive. Maybe it isn't character, she's just super into this. No, it feels natural, precisely because she's so distant from the performance. These gears are turning without effort. The real her is miles away. Still there, darling? Do you always answer this line? I have to be away sometimes, but I'll try to make that less frequent now I know it might be you on the other side. I don't believe in miracles, who's paying? But don't you worry about me, sweetheart. I'm looked after just fine. So I can live out my fantasies on this line.
Anything, darling. Let me inside your head.
I'm your controller, your boss. You do tasks for me. You feel an odd tingling lightness to your mind as she takes this in. It's her. She's joining in with the gang.
Hey, Mel. It's me.
Mel? Her voice tired and distant, laced with lazy confidence. It's you. Finally, I've been waiting for you. You're so good at spycraft.
No, I'm not. You're lying to me. I'm shit at this. I'm going to be punished. What are you going to do to me when I get home? No, don't tell me. I already know.
Say it.
The freezer.
Fatigue lowered. Oh, okay. A shock through your body. The color draining from your face. You shudder with pleasure. You knew this was your fate. You knew you'd be right back there. Why does this feel so good? No more fear. No, you're not going to the freezer. You're getting promoted, head operant.
Head operant? That's cruel, Mel. We don't even have head operants. I'm going to the freezer. I'm going to sort files. I'm going to sort files forever. Shall I tell you what it's like when I sort files?
Yes, yes. Go on.
I wake up at 7 in the morning, alone. My alarm clock sounds like a lame cicada. I hate it. I'll never get it fixed.
You need a cicada scream. You crave it, shrill and empty. It silences the nonsense of your dreams. Okay. I need a moment to process this. How is this random woman aware in such great detail of how secret agents work? Is just the general public aware of terms like freezer and opera and so on? And controller? And Mel?
I commute on the bus. So does everybody else. I catch them looking at me. I wonder if they can tell that I'm different. A secret. A shadow. But they can't. I'm not. I'm just like them.
You gasp, you throb. You're just shit. You're just you. Yes, yes, we're just like these other. We're just normal freaking people going to our shit freaking office. More! No, no, I'm a spy.
I spend all day sorting files into alphabetical order, but I still have to say the full alphabet to myself every time. When I shred files, I try to pull them back out. I do it slowly. I torture them.
In and out of the machine's insatiable whirling jaws.
The shredder eats them, pulps them, beats them into unrecognizable shreds so that they can be burned, incinerated.
Freak those freaking files.
They burn for me. They sizzle and smoke and disappear into ash. I watch them die.
Goosebumps everywhere. Your body alight with pleasure.
They burn. All the paper's gone. All the records of my mistakes just dust. And I'm free.
You are freaked up.
Baby, do you want to talk about it?
Let's just change the subject.
Sure thing, hon. Go easy on yourself, okay?
Let's try to get her to tell me about Pseudopod. It's a 60% chance, but I gave being a controller the best shot. I was hoping I would get somehow to a dialogue option where I would be like, hey, you have to tell me personal stuff and about your client and stuff because they are other agents or something. Let's try it. Oh no. Put the tragic image of his body in her mind. Let your voice carry loss. Imagine a man slumped on a chair like he's been thrown at it. Has he been thrown at it? Hands bound behind his back, lip bleeding, gazing up at us, helpless. Oh no, it's just gonna be something that she will think is hot. The man is utterly unresponsive, like he's left his body behind. Pleasure can do that to a man. I've seen it. I can ride the soul right out of them. You hear them her stifle a yawn. This has not worked. Let's try to...
Tell me where to take you, baby.
Oh, never mind. Let's
here.
exit this. Line's always open. I'll miss you. Step away from the phone into the dark. Yeah, no wonder that guy could just keep on going all along. Visibly worn payphone. A hanging sign. Dr. Hugo is unavailable for a few days. Apologies. Okay, so that's not the payphone I am looking for. What is this? Hands. Uh-huh. Did I find any more payphones on the way? How can I solve this map? I cannot? Is that it? Do I see a phone? Another phone there. Oh. Okay, sure, whatever. Phone this way. A familiar flash of red catches your eye. Painted face judges you silently from the concrete surface. Familiar red. Familiar flash of red. A cluster of torn blister packs for a Gorslick card game. I went a bit too far, it's somewhere down here. Oh, there. This is the one. The payphone that makes people disappear. I still think this could all be BS. There is only one way to find out. Dial number and say the keywords. Actually, let's try to say the keywords without dialing. You hear only the reverberation of your own voice amplified by the phone. Still, half hoping for something to happen, you put the receiver down. Nothing happens. Perhaps the keywords alone are not enough. Kidnappers usually want a target they can trade, or that they need to silence. Hang up the phone. Okay, let's first check the surroundings. A filthy fire glued to the wall, a row of bespectacled men stare into the middle distance, while in their midst a lone figure looks forward towards the viewer. A man with a brown paper bag on his head. Above him is in bold letters, the reality situation. His gaze piercing from the two eye holes cut in the back. Closer. Yellow text. Tune in, everyday coverage, and in all caps, they did it again. Right, of course, the background show. Subcommand salutes you. I've got a pretty good grasp on reality already. His stare seems to say, so you think. He promises myriad truths. Great terrible, the underwing of all you know. This is definitely not the sort of TV you have back in Novissa. People's Bureau of Entertainment would never allow something this anarchic to make it to air. You know where this poster would look absolutely witching? There. That big blank wall next to your bed in photo 24. Background check conducted at time of recruitment confirms that Cascade attended St. Lidwina's boarding school from the ages of 11 to 17. Subject reports that the return visits home to her residence of her mother, A. Wilk, were infrequent and, quote, impersonal. Mom never let me put anything on the walls. And the operas moved you between so many different apartments in the last 5 years, you've never had a chance to unpack, let alone decorate. Constance is a comrade of the art. She'd understand. Nay, encourage this. Check to make sure no one's watching, then grab it. Adhere to the wall with blue, reusable adhesive, sticky, easy for quick installation and removal. You're able to get it down and rolled up without any difficulty. Vagabonds been flooding the city with these. They are designed to be taken home. A reality check. Okay, hello, dude.
The Guardia Municipal officer is intensely scratching at his neck. As you approach, he wipes his hand on his pant leg.
Hola, miss. He tugs at his open collar as if to hide the cracked red skin. Hope there's a reason you've stopped an officer while he's on duty.
The folks who guard property rights are not worthy of answers.
I'm in the sock trade. Thought maybe you could do with some. Socks are the one thing I don't need. Too many elderly relatives for that. A grin spreads under his mustache. Officer Mauricio, Agente Coordinator for the Guardia Municipal. He sniffs sharply. Do you need help with anything? Everything all right there? How bad does it look? His hand claw-like covers by a large patch of inflamed skin.
Scaly reliefs and cracked plates. like some diseased armor.
It's pretty bad. Shit, I knew it. He scratches at it fervently. I hope it's not the topical water repellent I've been using. Instructions said to apply generously.
Common boar deterrents, loud noises and strong smells such as predator urine, placed in strategic locations.
Does the label mention bear urine? Because if not, he got duped. Are you serious? He glances toward the alleyways. And right in the middle of a boar infestation too. Oh, what, screw it. Tell me about this boar infestation. It used to be a seasonal problem. The line of his jaw softens. Every autumn, some adults would come down, bold and hungry. But lately, it's more of a permanent residency. Wait, come down from where? The hills up north. As far as I've heard. Vale de Suspiro. You've got thorns, ferns, old trees, a nightmare to patrol. Are these boars dangerous? At best, they're a nuisance. The little ones are fine, but the adults could take off a kneecap if you're not careful. And then there's the really big one, the mother.
The way he intones the word mother suggests a primitive monotheist before an image of a graven god.
What's the problem with how big are the big ones? Oh, 100, 150 kilos easily. Enough to stop a tuk-tuk going full speed. But even they got nothing on the mother. What's the problem with the little ones? They don't seem so bad if they're alone, but they're never alone. Get 5 or 6 together and they can take down a grown man. Speak to me of this mother. Massive, furs all matted, covered in scars. Territorial too. Preys on drunk stumbling back from party alley. What can you do about a boar like that? Tasks, claws, knives, bullets, take your pick. Every few years, some brave moron tries to take her down, but she stands undefeated.
Must find Borsen.
Where would the brave and skilled moron find this beast? You got a weird glint in your eyes. His eyes narrow. Let's not do anything stupid, alright? So what do I do if I encounter a boar? You back away, slowly. If you get a whiff of it charging, find something to climb if you can. And then come find me. Did you know that Malan's father is missing? The kid's still showing that photograph to anyone walking by, is she? He gazes into distance. He is missing, yeah. She tell you about the whole payphone thing too? The one her dad was obsessed with? She did, yeah. Do you think there's any truth to it? It's nonsense, if you ask Maurito. Maurito really feels for the kid, you know? His tongue clicks against his teeth. Freaky Neno, filling her head with this shit. You looked into this suspicious payphone, I assume? Can't, he sniffs. Payphones belong to Renaudil.
The largest corporate entity in Portofino. A monopoly over the city's telecommunications. Their logo is a cheerful dolphin.
So what? It's private business. The Guardia Municipal doesn't have jurisdiction to look into that. Not very convenient for you. Hey, I looked into this in a heartbeat if I could, but Maurizio is not one to run afoul of the law. The law's not perfect, but it's there.
Hard to argue with a non-existent point.
Her dad actually disappeared then? Yeah, Anna's gone. His jaw shifts sideways. Him and his other freak-up buddy, Gilmar.
But not dead, he reckons, by the way his face curdles.
Malin mentioned Gilmar too. Who is he? He's too fancy themselves detectives. It's what happens when you have more time than sense in your hands. Figured these two just ran off. His eyes turned to the bazaar's front gates. Oh, that's not spoken. His eyes turned to the bazaar's front gates, leaving the kid to deal with their mess. Do you think they ran off together? Not at the same time. That would be too obvious. Anna reported Gilmar missing about a week before he disappeared.
That's a lot of skepticism around reported and disappeared.
Way I see it, they started planting the phone story weeks ahead of time as a cover. Planned the whole scheme. What for? Got two theories. He holds up two calloused fingers in emphasis. That is the obvious one, of course. Were either Gilmar or Anna in financial trouble? It makes sense. 80% of all disappearances are death-related. The other 20 is mostly divorces, especially when they're both involved.
He's not so much connecting dots as he's sketching them into existence.
So you don't know if either of them were in debt. It's statistics, I can't argue with those. Now if it's not dead, then we're clearly looking at something more salacious. Two men, yeah? His eyes narrowed to slits behind the tinted glasses. Old friends. Close friends. Detecting together. Forbidden old man love was not on my list of theories. Whoa there, no need to get explicit. I don't need the image in my head. How well do you know Malin? Not well, but I've known her a long time. His thumb runs along the edge of his mustache. And I used to bring her here as a toddler. Let's talk about something else. Sure, I don't need to dwell in this sad mess. Anything threatening the peace lately? You had instances of theft around the docks recently. All the crates were ripped open in strange ways. What's being stolen? Anything and everything. Seems like the work of kids, if you ask me. Must be trying to scare people too, as weird noises have been heard at night, screaming and howling.
That monkey.
Sounds like a monkey to me. Can't be. There are no monkeys around here. Unless he looks to his west, eyes narrowing. What are you looking at? A place called the Animal Zone. Used to have a monkey inside, but it's been abandoned for months now. It's still in there. I saw it. Well, that is outside of my jurisdiction, he shrugged. Someone else can deal with that. Anyway, apart from that, it's quiet around here. Just how I like it. Quiet's not the worst thing. Gives you time to reflect on your mistakes. The quieter the better, I'd say. He eyed Glimmer for a moment. Really, the hardest part's keeping people away from the wars. He points to his neck. Hence this whole cream situation. I should get going.
As you step away, the GM returns to scratching his inflamed skin.
Okay, anything here? Can wait for my transport to come through. Temporary cargo storage shed. Pallets and boxes like hogs. Let's see some boar action. Boar. What's there? As the tide ebbs, more of the sunken statue's face reveals itself. Oh, this seems familiar. Okay, so this, and okay, screw it. Let's go with the. Hold on, first the thing. The old tie factory gate. Now the entryway to the bazaar. You step into the booth and press the receiver. Okay, let's go. Dial a number and say the keywords. You cast yourself into the role, an old man with too much time on his hands, who has stumbled onto something real and sinister in his idle theorizing, and you hear yourself mark a number. Guardia Municipal, state your location and the nature of your emergency.
Cousins, a reunion.
The moon!
Not this again. You know, it was kind of funny at the beginning when it was just the old man, but it's wearing really thin now.
Wait, old man, he was kidnapped.
Yeah, I've heard it before. Stop wasting our time, lady. The line goes dead without another word. Wait to see if anything happens. Seconds go by. A house sparrow swoops through the alleyways. Distant cheering from the market stalls comes and goes. We are still here, alone. I must be missing something. Maybe this whole thing is a wild goose chase. You could just be picking at straws. Or you just look lucky and were saved from a terrible error in judgment. Perhaps your informant knows more than she's told you so far. Our missing father seems to have plenty of theories. The receiver clatters loudly as you set it back on its hook. I'm not gonna risk passing by the guard. Let's go. Oh. If I want to get back, I think I will have to. Let's check. Maybe this can lead me somewhere. Oh. What the heck?
With awkward reverence, you approach the street shrine.
An altar to Polaris, the bazaar's unofficial patron star, is cluttered and precarious with offerings. The shrine lacks the sacred air of mercy and churches you knew as a child. It is an organic thing maintained by locals of their own volition. Like collective artwork.
A spectacle of Portaferan humanity. The steps worn with the years of its visitors' hope and grief.
Whatever their meaning, they were enough to summon you here. Now to this shrine rammed into the side of the city. Let's say a prayer. Yeah.
You adjust your position and gather the appropriate reverence. The audience of framed strangers watches you in silence. A prayer of interference. For the gambler palming a final chip. For the veteran lacing up boots cracked at the heels. For the fool stepping into the current and demanding the river change course.
Are you there? Do you hear me?
The words hang in the air, brittle as glass. The strangers do not blink. 100 forgotten faces, frozen in time.
Preserve me from exhaustion, fear, distraction, and...
A crack of moonlight cuts across the shrine, the shadows bending unnaturally.
Shield me from extrasensory interference.
Your words are gone as they are uttered, couriered upwards on the air's invisible wires.
Damn. Let's go.
In the darkness, you feel the presence of all the strangers' offerings more powerfully behind.
Okay. This was a tiny bit of interesting thingy. With the perspective shift and everything. Okay, I was totally expecting him to go, hey, you're not supposed to do stuff.
You approach the steel door.
Oh wait, no, not here.
You step back from the door.
Yeah, I step back from the door. Oh. Okay. I need to get back to the photo. Nice. Is the guy still standing here? Yeah.
You again. Any updates on the 9?
Line 9 isn't running. They haven't finished constructing it and won't ever be finished.
But how can that be? A gentleman from the Carabineros said it would be in service any day now.
A handsome foreigner. The Carabineros were playing a trick on him.
You'd think with all the MTER money this place has gotten, they'd have fixed their aerotrams.
I think they were trying to make a fool of you.
What am I supposed to do now?
Is there no other way back home for you?
There used to be a more direct route via Havergelia, but the border has been closed since it was re-annexed by La Luz.
The Luz, once a powerful empire, now reconstituted as a modern techno-fascist state. The rising military and cultural power of the day. Luz, techno-fascists, enemy.
It's not so easy to get around as it used to be, you know?
He looks away. I'll be on my way.
The man turns back to his suit.
Okay, photos and sleeping time. Unless someone will be in my room before or after I sleep, waiting for me creepily. Okay, I just saw the bathroom door open itself and thought for a moment, holy moly. Makeshift desk, pseudopod, secure phone line, okay. I don't know how much more of the demo is there, but I think I'm just gonna save the game here. And I'm gonna exit. Right, opinions. I liked it. It is interesting. Not so interesting that I will buy a full game at full price immediately on day one, but at least it looks recognizably disco-like. By which I mean, yeah, if someone told me that this was a game made by the same studio, I would say, yeah, sure, that checks out. The painterly art style is there, the stats look different, which is a nice change of pace. The main character, I don't know how to feel about her because I haven't had much time to experience playing as her. It's alright, but I don't know. So far, I did not feel much like a spy, other than some talks with the controller or something, and figuring out what happened to Pseudoport. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm expecting more or something different from being a spy. The dialogue, I don't know about the quality. I don't want to say it poorly about the current Studio Zaum, because I know that there are some good people employed there. Not everyone employed is responsible for what the studio has gone through. But I sometimes felt like it was trying a bit too hard to recapture that Disco Elysium charm. I cannot put my finger on why or how I think it. It just felt a little too forced at times. It's just the vibe that I am getting. Other than that, I think I liked it. It was different. It was something I did not expect to experience today, which is why I did this whole impromptu stream. And holy moly, I played for 3 hours. And I don't know, I guess I will be looking at the reception it's gonna receive once the full game is published. Possibly purchasing it at a discount. I'm not 100% sure yet though. Time will tell. Anyway, that's it for today. It's been quite a day. At some points I struggled with paying attention to the game, so that one is my bad. And it's time for me to close it off. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Have a lovely rest of the day or night, and have a great century.